Good morning and welcome to the last vlog of Vlogmas. Wow, we have made it. I woke up this morning. First off, yes, I went to bed in the same, I did not like switch and put pajamas on. When I showered in the middle of the day, like I didn't feel the need to put on different clothes. I slept in literally the clothes I was wearing. It is what it is. I woke up with a pimple on the inside of my eye. So that's how today's going so far. And totally forgetting that my office is still a complete and total disaster. And then the living room, I folded all the clothes yesterday and left them all sitting in the living room. So that is the state of the apartment. I feel like I have a million and one things to get to today, since it's the last day at home before we leave to home for the holidays. Okay, we can do this. But first, coffee. Good morning, sweet girl. Can you show me your cute face? Oh, you're so cute. Hi, pretty girl. Yes, I'm gonna miss you. Yes, your Uncle Sam, your other Sam is gonna come visit you though. Yeah, he's gonna come give you some love. Hi, pretty girl. Yeah, I know. You just like to sit on my lap. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, let's go back to the why we actually set up the camera this way, and then she immediately plopped down into my lap. See if I can do this with her. Can you either come back to my lap or go somewhere else? Please? All right, let's get today planned out. This is already giving me like so many things that need to get done today. Okay, so Tuesday, the 20th. And first up is my AM routine. I set my alarm for 6:30. I got up at 6:30. I did not snooze, but then I like laid there and played on my phone for a bit and didn't really start my day until 7. So we're gonna go and write this for 7 to 8. And then, because I'm not gonna get fully ready right away and I'm skipping some things, and then prep the video from 8 to 8:30. And then I'm gonna like clean and pack, I guess is the word, like pack up the packages and stuff. That way I can go to the post office first thing. And hopefully, I sent my photos for December Daily last night to get printed, and I haven't gotten the email yet, so that's kind of annoying. So hopefully pick up photos at the same time as I'm out and about for the post office, but if not, like, it is not the end of the world. And then I will come home. Where's my weekly plan? Hold on. My first call is not till 1, right? Yeah, okay. So then I will come home and film, and my goal is, let's see, if I can get home, let's even say I don't start till 10. I probably could be done by noon, because if you watch yesterday's vlog, I only ended up outlining 2 videos, and then I'm gonna do my planner stack as part of this vlog. So that's 3 things really. I should be able to get through that in 2 hours. Okay, that gives me a little bit of breathing room from 12 to 1 that I'm sure I will fill with something in my to-do list. And then calls kind of back to back here at 1 and then at 1:30. And then a little bit of a break where I am going to fill that with the 3 things that need to get done. We'll do the Q&A answers first. If I have time and I have the photos and all that stuff, I might try to do some of these things earlier up here, right? Like these are more important. Well, not that the things I'm gonna list over here aren't important, but I will feel better mentally if these things are checked off. So I will move these up and then in this break, do the things in the to-do list, if that makes sense. But these like have to get done. That's why they're getting a time slot. And they have to get done with higher energy or daylight. That's why they're higher up on the list. And then a call at 4:30, and then another one at 5:15, and then another little break here, which I originally have pack going after this call at 7. I might start trying to pack here if possible. And then I have this call at 7, and then I could write PM routine, but I feel like the odds of it happening, just because I have no energy at the end of the day. Okay, let's also, I did a lot of these things yesterday and never ended up checking them off. Let's add in some other to-dos. The right one? Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, the Moxie Life markers, I think I talked about this in my review. The lids look almost identical, so like when they're in my cup holder, I can't tell which one is which, but the color is so different on the inside. You can't, I mean, you can kind of even tell just by the marker. It's not even close to the same yellow. And so I have to be really careful because it feels like, I know they got all their, like the colors of the markers custom made to match the Moxie Life products, but the outside is like basically the same. And I know I talked about that in my review, but like now that I've been using them and like they're in my little container, I have to be very careful because it can be very much not. I'm gonna put a tomorrow section, but I don't even know if it matters because I'm gonna be in Shy tomorrow. But okay, so we've got work. I would like to still get to my emails today. I mean, emails are part of my communication routine. The problem comes when I get way behind. I only give myself 5 minutes, which is, if I get behind on emails, is not feasible. And once again, like I said to myself yesterday, Mondays, I need like a separate lengthy one. We definitely need to check in. I will probably do that as soon as I'm done filming this. It's probably 24 hours. It's not Southwest, so it's not quite as like urgent that we check in at 24 hours, but I do want to check in. I guess the out of office is technically a work thing. I also need to go to UPS. I did get an email that I got a package from UPS. I think it's from one of you because I didn't order anything and one of you told me to expect something. So PS while I'm out. And then the travel list. These are the things that are on the to-do on the travel list. So the plant, sea, food and water, and sea nails. Make sure the fridge isn't gonna have anything that's gonna smell absolutely terrible when we get home. Okay, wow. That's a lot of things that I really need to get to today. Let me make sure that that's everything. Where's my other list of things? And then really, I'm gonna put it here. I would like to get tomorrow's video prepped because if I don't get it done tonight, whenever my editor is done with it, I am either going to have to get up super early. Our flight is is like at 7, or it's gonna be really late. So if tomorrow's video might be late, just giving you that heads up right now. This video is going live after that, y'all. My brain is ready to be done. Shutting the door out there so you cannot see the disaster that is the living room. It is our last day of the advent calendar, but we have 2 today. Day 14, which are short ones that I'm going to put on right now to go to the post office. And then day 15, which are going to be high ones that I'm going to wear tomorrow on the plane, if I can get them out. This ended up being so cute. I was so thoughtful of Sam to grab this for me. Okay, oh, another pair of teal ones. Oh, I love these. These feel... Oh, they almost feel softer. That doesn't make any sense. I know. It's the same socks the whole time. I think I'm getting a little delirious at this point. Sally with her little Santa hat. The teal. Those are so cute. Okay, and then the last one. Dun, 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 dun. Maybe I can get it open. At this point, I just want to destroy it and rip it apart because I'm done. All right, our last one is a set of white ones with Jack and Sally together on it with some green stripes behind them. So cute. Excited to wear those tomorrow. So fun. Hopefully you had fun also opening it with me. Okay, here's the good news. All the packages are shipped and they are set to arrive by Christmas. I think that's one of the benefits of Christmas being on a Sunday, is that we have plenty of time for them to get there. Here's the bad news. I'm already behind today. The office is still a mess. I packed up all the things. Well, I took longer to prep the video, and then I packed up all the things, and then I was checking in for our flight. Sam's TSA pre-check wasn't in there, which, by the way, if you travel pretty much any amount, or especially if you are at a major airport where the lines for security can be long, highly recommend TSA pre-check. But Sam's was not logged in to his it wasn't attached to the ticket because I booked these flights through the bank with credit card points, and so it didn't have Sam's TSA pre-check, and so we had to fix that. And anyways, I mean, I'm making progress on the list today, but it's already 10 o'clock, and I also didn't factor in any time for getting ready. I just said I was going to be home from the post office by 9 and immediately jump into filming. When was I getting ready for the day? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to go ahead and get ready and get the filming done. I just want to get that done while it's bright out and the lighting is good, and just check that off, and the Q&A answers and all the things that I have that I want to look presentable, good camera ready for. And then I will like throw my hair back up into a ponytail, and it's just gonna be calls powering through the list, calls powering through the list, and get myself through the rest of today. I'm very ready to be home, although the weather this week is looking a little bit chaotic. We also got an email, like we checked into our flight and then we got an email that was like, if you want to change your flight because of the weather. And I looked at it, and we're supposed to leave tomorrow morning, which is Wednesday. And the weather is supposed to hit Chicago Wednesday night into Thursday, and then hit New York Thursday night into Friday. So as of right now, so we should be okay. I get why they're offering it, but like we're not ready to leave earlier, that is for sure. And then I could see some people just being like, well, I'm gonna change it to way later. And obviously we don't want to do that. Like we want to get there, we have plans. So yeah, that's also part of the like, there's just so many things, y'all. And I just, I mean, normally I would have packed at least something at this point, besides the pile that I made last night when I was folding clothes, and I like made a pile of, here are the things that I think I would like to pack. And the other part of this whole weather thing is I feel like we're gonna have to get to the airport a little bit earlier tomorrow than originally planned, because it's probably gonna be a little bit chaotic. And I'm debating, do we, you know, I said in yesterday's vlog that we were planning to check a bag. I'm like, do we try and squeeze ourselves into carry-ons so that we don't have to deal with the checking bag line tomorrow? Like, is that gonna be crazy? And I just don't know. So this is really not that big of a deal, like, you know, making this into a bigger deal than it needs to be. Thanks for listening to the voices that normally just happen inside my head. I also just realized I forgot to go to UPS while I was out and about, which means I'm gonna have to leave the apartment again at some point. Which I was trying to not do that just for time's sake, but the UPS store is not that far, so I'll make it happen. I'm going on a kitty hunt. See if I can find her. Oh, there she is. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. All right, I finished filming my 2 videos, doing really well on time. It's about 11:30, which means I can film this clip, probably get December daily, maybe clean. Like, I feel like I'm feeling much better, relatively speaking. I do still feel like there's a lot to do today, but let's talk about my planner stack for 2023. Typically I make this its own video, like here's my planner stack. Partially I'm not making this its own video because of timing. Like there's just, I mean, with Vlogmas, in the past I've only done half, most I've done half vlogs and then half pre-filmed content, so it could slot its way in as a pre-filmed video. Partially because I wasn't ready to share it, so I didn't really feel comfortable making it a pre-filmed video. And then part of it is that I'm still kind of up in the air on some things. I'm not quite 100% sure, but I'm gonna share with you what I'm thinking now and what is on the docket for now, and just know that it could change. It feels like every time I share a planning system video, something like almost immediately changes about it. And I feel like that is, like, that's okay, because life changes pretty regularly, and it makes me hesitate to share videos like this, if that makes sense. Okay, I know, I feel like that intro made no sense. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna work from the top down, I think, like from quarterly backwards. If you watched my How I Plan My Life video, that video went up in November. It's like an hour long. It's a long video, but it's very detailed and very, I think, helpful about how like I plan my life and my goals. You'll see a lot of this in there. Like it very much, like there hasn't been a ton of changes. The couple of tweaks that I'm gonna show you, they're like really very minor tweaks. Okay, so first up is my quarterly goal planning system. And there's 2 pieces to this. There's my business goals and my personal goals. First up is my business goals, and I use this handy dandy 3-ring binder with like a cover. This is my Q4 vision board that I need to replace with my Q1 vision board stuff. With all of my, I did finally get dividers. These were not part of that video because I hadn't gotten them yet, but I've already kind of changed something about this. All I have done, the actual system of how I use HB90 to plan out my business goals has not changed. What has changed is that I've switched some of it to be digital, and I have a Google spreadsheet now that I'm using to do the math basically for me. I don't feel like I need to be doing all the math down on paper. I'm still doing some things down on paper because it's helpful for me, but I'm not doing everything down on paper. So that is business goals. HB90 planner is basically what I'm using, the HB90 planner, which I flip through the pages that I use in that other video. For my personal goals, this is the other reason I've been nervous to make this video. I am using something that I created myself. And if you're in the Patreon community, you've seen some sneak peeks of this in the comments of the goal post videos. but I'm using something that I've created myself, and you will see some of it coming soon. All the videos coming next week that are all about my personal goals, you're gonna see it, and I'm not sharing it publicly yet because I want to figure out how to make it work for me first. So that is what I'm using for my personal goals, which I know some of you probably saw that coming, right? Like I've been kind of hinting at it, or you kind of just expected it. So that is what's happening for personal goals. Okay, let's talk about monthly. Monthly, I'm still gonna use my Google Cal to map out the month at a glance. And then my wall calendars, I showed those as well. I love did I show those? Did I show those in that video? I can't even remember. I'll pop up a B-roll here, my wall calendars. It's not necessarily to plan out my month, it's just for me to be able to see the month at a glance, and be able to see all the things I have going on. All right, let's move into weekly. This should come as no surprise to you, but I'm gonna use my weekly planning pad that I designed. Oh, I just love it so much. It makes me so happy. Now, I've been using this design for months now. That hasn't changed. It just, now you can actually purchase it, and you can either get it in the notepad form or in a digital download form. But I'm just so excited to have this for the new year. The one new thing entering the system, again, it's not actually a system change, it's just a product change. One of the things I started doing last year that really worked for me was making a weekly to-do list, and having that weekly to-do list broken up by day so that I could have a space where I could put things that needed to happen on a specific day that weren't getting time on the calendar, right? This is for like a time slot, calendar time slot. This was for things like watering my plant and scheduling the live and practicing for dance and like things that needed to happen on a specific day but didn't need a time slot. So the product that I'm using, in full disclosure, I was sent to for free. The team over, it's a Golden Coil planner, and the team over at Golden Coil is freaking the best, y'all. They are just so sweet, and every year they send me an email around November that's like, hey, if you want to order something for the new year, like, let us know, you know, no pressure whatsoever, but if you want something, let us know. And last year I took them up on it and made a business planner that I didn't end up using, which was kind of a bummer because I thought it was really cool in like theory, but I did not execute on it well. So this year I decided to take them up for it and get a layout that was dated so that it would encourage me to make this weekly list every week, but in a place that wasn't in a notebook. And I think that there are going to be some weeks that I really like having the structure of this, and then there might be some weeks that I miss the freedom of having a notebook. But let me show you the layout. I'm probably gonna have to turn the brightness way down. I guess we could have topped down this, but it's okay. So it is, first off, the cover, I got this like teal cover, which is really beautiful. And literally all that I got in this planner, because Golden Coil is so customizable, is this layout. So like I said, it's dated, and it's got a section for every day of the week. I do wish this was lined somehow, but I like how small it is. So it's not gonna let me put more than like 3 things on any given weekday. And then it's got Saturday and Sunday combined, which is totally fine for me because I do typically combine my weekend anyway. And then it's got a space at the bottom for to-dos that are not necessarily on a specific day. And I really like that as well. And then the other side is just a dot grid that I could just use each week for whatever I want to jot down. It could be next week's ideas, it could be other breakdowns. And then they've got little inspirational quotes at the bottom. And then I just have some extra dot grid notes pages in the back. I just maxed out based on the coil size. So that's one of the things about Golden Coil that is really interesting. First off, they're super high quality. It is pricey, but like it's super high quality. Besides the fact that it's super customizable and you get to put pages wherever you want to put them, and there's just so much customizing that goes into it. They have different coil sizes depending on how many pages you end up with. So they have a max number of pages, but then they if you only got 100 pages, they're not going to put that on the big coil size. So if you look up on their website, you can see like, okay, for this coil size, it's going to be from 150 to 200 pages. And so when I put in the weekly layout, I looked at like which coil size I was going to end up on, and then I maxed out on notes pages to not bump me up to the next coil size, but still like make the most of this coil. But this is gonna be my weekly to-do list notebook / planner for the new year. Again, this is something that is it's in that video, it's part of my goal planning system. I just was doing it in a notebook, and now I am doing it in a Golden Coil planner. And then I don't know if it really counts as a planner, but I realized I didn't talk about my Kanban board in this little snippet, but I did talk about it in that Plan With Me video. Again, I feel like this besides showing you that new Golden Coil that I've had in my possession for a month now and been like wanting to share, and now that my like weekly notepad is officially a notepad, most of this is very similar to that how I plan my life video. Except, here we go, last piece of it, the daily. I have not decided yet what I'm gonna do about the daily. So I have my Amplify planner, which I do love. I love that it's on a coil. I love their paper. And I bought this undated one. I started using it in, what was the first day I used this one? 11/28. Like, so I haven't used very much of it. So I still have a lot that's left in this. However, they are raising their prices, which I understand, like that is like the cost of everything is going up, but it was a pretty big jump that would like make this, it makes it a lot pricier. But there are things about that planner that I absolutely love, and I think the team at Amplify is absolutely fantastic. But I also have my daily planner, which obviously you saw earlier in this vlog and you saw yesterday. It's not a planner, it's a notepad. I'll tell you, I know somebody was like, just put it on a coil. That is so much more complicated than ordering a notepad. I'm just gonna put that right there. So I might just use this. We'll see. Honestly, I don't know. I'm very torn. I'm torn. I'm on daily. I'm like staring up at them and it's not helping. So that's it. Those are the planners, products, systems, whatever you want to call them that I'm using in the new year. Hopefully this was helpful or it was just interesting. I know a lot of you have been asking me these questions for a long time, months now. So hopefully that answers all your questions. All right, we are just gonna keep chugging with filming while we're in here before I like leave and get distracted by life and the disaster that is the apartment. Okay, we're gonna open up the rest of the advent calendars. I'm not gonna do the rest of the December dailies until, also I know that this Band-Aid, I should put on a thing that has sleeves. It's not cute to look at anymore. I can't wait to take this off. I tried trimming it the other day. Maybe I should ask Sam to help me. I tried trimming it yesterday, but because it's my left hand, it was kind of hard. And this is really, really sticky. So my scissors, even my nice scissors, I guess I could go grab the Cutco scissors from the kitchen. I might ask Sam to help me try and trim some of this gross stuff off. Sorry you have to look at that. Anyways, I'm not gonna do the December daily until I get back from the holidays, obviously, because I need all the pictures and all the things. But I figured I would go ahead and open up the advent calendar. That way, what I am gonna do a little bit is think about if there's any of the advent calendar products that I wanna make sure that I use. That way I can take pictures acknowledging that. You know what I mean? Like I need to find a use for these 3 things. And so I wanna take pictures like knowing that those are gonna happen in some way, and then that big 25. But let's go ahead and open up the rest of these. So we have some more stickers. These kinds of pages are not my favorite. I like that star pattern, but I don't know if I'm really gonna use those flags. Another sheet of, stars. Speaking of the star pattern, we got some stars. I like those. I will definitely use those. This is like a small piece. This is like fun. This is like, let's open up all of the things. Ooh, this is cute. This little felt Christmas tree. We have, this feels a little bit thicker. Or it's 2 pages. Dang it. I wish I'd had these when I was searching. I don't know if you remember, I was searching for letters, but I didn't. I only had red. And I was talking about something Hanukkah related, and I didn't want them to be red. That was also the one that I spilled coffee on, though, and was considering rewriting. And maybe now that I have these, maybe I will redo it. We'll see. Okay, last one. Oh, these are so cute. It's like, it is just like a sticker, but it's thicker. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so I definitely want to find a way. I'm thinking I'm going to take a picture of my mom's Christmas tree. Well, it'll make more sense, I think, on the back of today's story. And I'll do my mom's Christmas tree. That can be Thursday, or that could be tomorrow, Wednesdays. And then, I don't know, Thursday, something, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, we'll see. So exciting. So today's story is all about Charlie, and it ends up actually being 2 stories, but I started with all these small photos of her. I thought I fixed the 2x2 problem to have them be right, and they're just not. So I still haven't figured out that issue yet. Any advice, greatly appreciated. But you should know that all of these photos of Charlie were in thumbnails. Every Vlogmas video this year had Charlie in the thumbnail, and nobody called me out on it. Nobody said anything, or nobody noticed anyways. I just thought it was funny. And I did it like the first 2 or 3 days on accident, and then decided that I was just going to continue to do it the entire month of December on purpose. So back to the December daily story. It ends up being a 2-page spread, which I decided to go ahead and use 2 numbers because I had already had this vision of doing my mom's Christmas tree on the back of this. So I just ended up
doing days 19 and 20 together. So I'm looking for some embellishments to go with Charlie. I picked this little card that is super cute that says, I think this is how we're supposed to be in the world, present and awe. And so now I'm just trying to find some embellishments to go with it. And I do really like these white stars. I also like that they're chipboard and the numbers are chipboard. But then I also really like how the number looks on the picture of Charlie. So I decided to do that on the left and then the 20 on the right side. And then I really wanted to find another dark piece of pattern paper to go and like tie in with the black quote page that I found. I also consider using this gold one, but ultimately I go with this one with the stars, which I really like because I kind of turn it into the theme of Charlie being a star because she was in the thumbnail of every Vlogmas vlog this year. So I'm cutting down first a 3x4 and I'm really picky to make sure that I get that big star so that I can write in it. And then I cut 3 2x2 squares to go on the other side, one to go behind the 20 and then one to go in the 2 other pockets. And I take a while to pick not only which one of those little 2x2 is going to go behind the 20, but which direction it's going to go that looks best behind the 20. And then I start sticking things in pockets, except for the 2 other pattern paper. You'll see because I'm going to add some embellishments, but I get all the photos stuck in of her. I don't add any embellishments to the photos of Charlie. I just leave them as is. So then I get to gluing down the numbers. For the 20, I decide to do it on the outside of the page protector. So I'm using those little sticky dots so that it will stay for hopefully forever. I don't know how long I expect these things to last. And then I'm just using the adhesive roller on the 19. And then I write that Charlie is a star inside that big star. I just love how that turned out. Then I'm using these little white stickered stars that I think are from an old December daily advent calendar to add some embellishments and some dimension to those other patterned paper pockets. So I pick which size I'm going to use and then get everything in the pockets and get those little stars stuck down. I really love how this day turned out as an ode to my sweet Charlie girl. Hopefully you have enjoyed seeing more of her during Vlogmas this year.
Look who hasn't moved. You're in the same spot. Yeah, you are. Yes, Mom. Oh, look at that big yawn. You're so cute. You are so cute. Okay. Hi. Okay. It's just after 2 o'clock. I literally put my hair in a ponytail as soon as I was done filming I was done with the Q&A questions. Actually, I finished filming first and then did the Instagram Q&A, and I'm ready to like power through and get things done. So I actually think I'm gonna go ahead and close out this vlog here. I know it's the last one and I'm cutting it off early, but I really need to get focused on this list and get through everything and not be up until an unreasonable hour tonight. And I think what I'm learning for myself is, I mean, in an ideal state, let me rewind a little bit. I just started like 3 thoughts at once. So last year was my first year working for myself full-time in December, and I didn't have really any goals set. I had like, I'm gonna vlog and do Vlogmas, and that was like pretty much it, and I was gonna try to figure out how to work for myself. I had some one-on-one coaching clients. We had some Patreon calls, a third of the calls that we had this month, and it didn't feel near as overwhelming. And I don't remember what day we left for the holidays and how much work I did while we were in Chicago. Honestly, I don't remember any of that. But what I have learned this year, and I really need to also today, or maybe that'll be my plane activity tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. So I really need to brainstorm, write down what I would like December to look like next year. Now, I am very aware that next December is gonna look different, strictly by the fact that we're gonna be in a different place and we aren't going to have to travel home for the holidays. As of right now, we're still planning to spend Christmas with my mom and we just won't have to travel, which will be so nice. But that's just one piece of it, right? Like all the wrapping and mailing and stuff I did in the last 24 hours, like that will still have to happen next year. It's just the packing and the actual travel that won't be happening, but like my desire to have the time off is still gonna be there even if I'm just at my own house. And what I would like it to look like is I would like to have these last 2 weeks off. The whole 2 weeks between Christmas, or between like leading up to Christmas. Like I would have liked to be done I would have done like the Patreon call on Saturday and be done with that. And like that would have been the end of my like working. And this week I would have been done. Now, I also would journal on the fact that if I am traveling, not vlogging the day before is something I wouldn't want to do. I would want to be done with the vlogging part of Vlogmas by the day before. But if I'm not traveling, that's not necessarily going to be as big of an issue. Oh my gosh, who knows what next year is going to look like, y'all? Who the heck knows? But at least like not working on new projects and even like just being able to work on my own personal goals and not feel so rushed. There's just a lot going on, and I just need to reflect on that a bit, because I mean, you've been around for the last 20 days of vlogging, like it's been a lot. And one of those things would definitely be not vlogging the day before travel. So I am gonna end this vlog here. The vlogging part of Vlogmas is officially over. There will still be videos that will be up for the next few days. The end of actual Vlogmas through Christmas will be my 2023 goal, 2022 goal reflections, January, Q4, and then December. Oh my God, that is all wrong. December, Q4 2022 wrap-ups. Then next week will be the 2023 kickoffs in the reverse order. So 2023 Q1 January. That's what it is. Those are the videos coming down the pipeline. Whew, y'all. It's been a long month. And don't worry, vlogs are not going anywhere in the new year. They will still be around, obviously not every day, and not as current. It just is. We made it happen for Vlogmas. My editor's the best. We made it happen. But for both of us, that is not the ideal scenario. Getting things turned around so quickly is not how we want to live our lives on a regular basis. So with that, I'm gonna close out this last vlog. Again, still videos coming through Christmas, and then next week regular schedule, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you liked this video, if you enjoyed Vlogmas this year, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and every day here during Vlogmas. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. Hold on, I have to sneeze. For filming. I mean, not filming. But still have, like, not have less page. Blah, blah, blah.